There. Did they die? They all like passed out. Okay, this is subsiding. Okay. What the heck? Sorry I keep going on about this, but I don't understand. Oh, he probably below me. Scared to dig like this now. Okay, well they're not below me. Oh. Ah, dang it. You know what? Maybe I'll just... I need to find... Oh, now I heard a spider. Oh. And like, I keep moving forward, but it seems to be the same. Actually, it's getting lighter, it seems like. It's coal. I like coal. Coal is good. They all passed out. Alcohol poisoning. Nah, I don't know, but that was weird. Do I have a bunch of coal already? I do, don't I? Nah, not that much. Butter. Ooh, gold. It's about as strong as wood, but hey, still looks good. I'm a poet, didn't know it. I could rhyme anytime. Word bird. I don't know any more rhymes. Maybe I should... Nah. Should I? Should I go down some? Dig downwards. Yeah. Oh, crap. So much dirt. So much dirty dirt. Do 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 mana mana do 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 mana mana do 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 mana 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 do 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 mana mana do 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 mana mana do 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 mana mana. Sorry, I watched that in about 3rd grade, I think, in my music class. That was the funniest thing that ever happened in that class. The most entertaining, too. I hated that class. Our teacher was a female dog. That was stupid. She was just mean, and no one liked her. And it was just a bad class. Me, I was a pretty good kid. I never got detention or anything. And like we had folders in that class. And one day, I don't know why, but I decided to like on these folders, or no, binders, like a 3-ring binder. They have like these that I had like a plastic thing where you could put like a piece of paper telling you what subject that binder's for, and that's the kind I had. And I like tore the plastic thing off, and my folder looked all crappy because I didn't tear it all the way off. It was just like hanging there. And she was like, "Hey," she's like, "Caleb, yo, sign." And we had like, if we got in trouble, we had to sign our name in this big book. And she was like, "Go sign your name in that book, Caleb." And I was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble." And like, if you signed your name, then you had to stay after school. And my cousin, he always got in trouble in that class. He, like, every day, he had to write his name in the book, pretty much. And like, I remember me and him were sitting in there waiting for her to ask. Like, she asked, she was like, "What'd you do to get your name written in the book?" We'd have to tell her. And he was like, she was like, "What'd you do to get your name written in the book?" And she'd ask my cousin. My cousin was like, "You said hay," and I said hay is for horses. And I was like, she's an idiot for making him write his name in that. And I told her, and she was like, "Yeah, well, don't do that again." And I was like, "Okay." So then I went to PE, and yeah. And then I could remember the first time I ever got ISS. It was well worth it. It was awesome. I had this little, what's it called? Universal remote. And all you had to do is press the mute button for like 30 seconds if it was a newer TV. But it worked with like 95% of TVs. And I was in 8th grade, yeah. In 8th grade, so I knew what all to do. And we were doing this thing. What she was teaching us was like, I was in English. That's the class I'm talking about. And we were going over Greek mythology, the Greek gods and all that. And after we went over it, like, after we talked about it for a while, we were going to watch the movie Hercules, and we were watching it and then I had that little remote. So, whoa, that water's loud. And so, me and my friend were sitting by each other, like we had to move our desks around so we could see the TV, and we sat by each other, and like the remote on the volume buttons had a little red light every time you hit a button, so I was like, crap, I don't think this is possible, because she turned the light out, and like, when you turn the light out, you could see just about every light there is, and so, I was like, but our desk was on my right side, the TV was way in front of the class, and so I crossed my arms on the table, and had the remote on my left side in my right hand, and so I programmed the TV so I could mute it and everything. I had total control. I could change the channel, mute it, make the volume go up and down, and turn it off, and change it to the different auxiliaries. And I was like, yeah. And Nick, that's my friend that was telling me what all to do, like when to do it. He was like, "Alright, mute it." And so I'd mute it, and he'd be like, "Alright, now turn the channel." I'd turn the channel, and like, we didn't turn it off that much because it was like too much of a hassle, and we didn't want it to like, we wanted it to be funny if it was, but it was funny, but we didn't turn it off that much because we thought it was a little too much. But we did it every once in a while, but we muted it and everything, and she was going crazy, and no one knew except for me and my two friends. I had another friend sitting on the side, but they were just watching. They weren't telling me what to do and stuff. I was trying not to laugh. It was so hard keeping a straight face, but everybody was kind of laughing, so I mean, I had a little bit of reason to laugh, so, but I wasn't going to bust out laughing and be like, "Oh, it's him, he's doing it," so, but I could keep a straight face, and I did, and then the period was over, and I was like, yeah, that was nice. I was like, I hope I don't get caught. We told a couple people, and I bet, and we're in a